Okay, so continuing, we're managing our site. So we have all the material right here. And this is the one thing that students don't understand, beginning web students don't understand. You have to have everything in one folder. You can't have it in multiple folders all over your computer. You have to have what is called a root folder. Everything has to be contained therein, okay? So this is the one thing that students have a problem with. So the one thing I like about Dreamweaver is it manages these sites, and so it's linked to that folder that I created on my desktop. So there it is with everything in it, and these are assets. The images are called assets. I don't have anything else in here. So the next thing I need to do is I need to go up under here and say File, New, and I'm going to create, it's HTML5 is what we're going to do, and this is going to be just spiral circle. Now this is simply this is what shows up on your browser, the tab, when you create it. I'll show you this in a second. So all it does is the tab is, when you're in a browser, that's this right here. So it says conversations. That's what that spiral circle is. Now, just a quick little view here. I am in split view right now. So I could be in just code view, split view, or live view, but I have nothing currently displayed because I haven't put anything in the body. Now, what I like about this is this split view. It gives you the HTML at the bottom, and then once we start putting things between the body tags here, let's open this up a little bit, the body tag. This is where anything that's visible anything we put in here will be displayed up here, okay? So Dreamweaver does a lot of the work for you. Now, it's not to say that you shouldn't know basic HTML5 and CSS3. You should, but Dreamweaver is a very powerful tool and does a lot of this for you. Now, so the first thing I'm going to do is I just want to sort of map out the structure of my site. Now, if you remember correctly, I said I'm going to go ahead and right here, I'm just going to type some stuff here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type in spiral circle, because that's the title of the website, okay? So we know I want to do spiral circle, and as I'm typing, you see up above it's actually appearing, but don't worry about anything right now because I'm going to just type some stuff. Now, I'm going to, why did I just do that? Okay, so now we're going to say home, space, about, services, contact, gallery. All right, yeah, that'll work because it's supposed to be not so much as gallery or products. Maybe books, I don't know. Products, we'll leave it at that. All right, so that's my navigation. So there's the title, that's the navigation pages, and we're going to put in here metaphysical bookstore, metaphysical bookstore. Come see what we have, exclamation. Then I'm going to sit down here and we're going to go blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you're like, but wait a second, none of this looks right yet, but it will in a minute. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm getting some of the structure. We're starting on the structure first, okay? So this is our properties window, which I have. When in doubt, look up underneath here for things if you're missing it. All right, now what I want to do next is there's spiral circle. Now I want to start applying some HTML tags to this first off. So spiral circle. So what I need to do is go up under Insert here, And if insert's not available, check up underneath here and make sure it's selected. Okay, so here's insert. So what I want this to be is, I want this spiral circle needs to be the largest words on the page. And what I want to do is click here. It says heading. I'm going to click the down arrow. I want it to be an H1 tag. So now it's added the HTML. So now it says spiral circle, and you noticed it just increased in size. So it's an H1. Perfect. Now my navigation, I'm going to leave that alone. Well, okay, so spiral circle is there, but I also want this H1 tag. It's going to reside in the header area. Okay, so I clicked on H1, and now I want to click on the header, and I want it to wrap around here, and we say yes. Okay, so now my H1 tag is inside the header tag. Perfect. Now I'm going to click here for the navigation. I'm going to highlight it, and I'm not really going to do anything to this other than I think I'll make it an H4. Maybe an H3. I have to be careful. Maybe I won't do anything on that. So let me get rid of those. I do know that it needs to reside in the navigation tag. So let me delete those. Let me highlight this next one. And I'm going to click on navigation, wrap around selection, say OK. So yes. So now that's in, and we're going to change the size on this later. But so there's navigation. Perfect. And I'm going to put a space in between these. I don't like things smacked up against each other. So there's that. Now the metaphysical bookstore, we're going to make that an H2 tag. And there's the H2 tag. And we're going to then, so there's the H2 tag. And now this is actually going to be a paragraph tag, and what we're going to do is we're going to go under snippets. There's snippets, and you're going to click add lorem, and it's going to add then, it added, and I want to make this a P tag. Okay, so let me get rid of this for a second. And this, all of this gets highlighted, and this just becomes a paragraph inside of a paragraph tag. And I want this also to all come back. There we go. All right, so now, so there's, that's what's in our body so far. All right, and then I'm missing one more thing, and that is down here. I have one other area, and that's copyright 2019 spiral circle. And this is going to go in, this is going to go, and let me make that a capital C. This is going to go in a footer. Okay, so if you remember correctly, and actually we're not quite done here, we're going to do this, is going to go in a footer, wrap around, yes. Okay, so that's in my footer. Perfect. That's in, this is in a header. This is in the nav. Now this needs to be encased in, we're going to put that in the section. We're going to wrap that around. Okay, so I know this doesn't look like much, but I've already got a lot of my structure is already done. Now, until I start applying the CSS, you're not going to really see it, but it's okay. I'm just trying to open this up a little bit so that you can see it. So right now, I've got, you always start with the HTML first, then you apply the CSS. If you've taken other courses with me, I tell you, do the structure first and the CSS. Now, those that have taken other courses, you're going to go, wait a second, that was really fast. And it was really fast, okay? I'm sorry if it seems a little disjointed, but I think you can see that it's actually it didn't take that long. I mean, this is 10 minutes into the video and I've got the basic structure for my homepage, because once I get this done, all I do is copy it and then I change the content. Now, I'm not quite done yet because we have to apply the CSS, but this is the next step, okay? All right, so I'm cutting the video off here and we'll pick it up.